Hello everyone, this is Stormium and this is a review of the key light. This is a clever little device that goes over the top of a key, something like that, and then you press the button, bing, and you can see what keyhole you're sticking your key into in the dark. Brilliant idea. Let's take a look at the packaging to start off with. It says bright white LED, battery included, Del Blanc lumineux, pile inclus, which is the same thing in French from what I remember of GCSE French. We have 25 cents. I assume that the thing doesn't care what coin you open it with. If you try to open it with a penny, it's not going to send you away saying, "You cheap so-and-so." That's a bit relevant though, because it says open with coin. There is no way to open this with a coin. You have to get a screwdriver, and unscrew these things, and then once you've done that it just falls off, so I'm not sure what it wants you to open with the coin. On the side it says Chiu, which is the sound of a robot powering down, I believe, and it says key light on there. It comes in red and blue as well. Just a point, some of the stickers aren't stuck on brilliantly. If you see that one is slightly off centre. Still works, bing, but sticker isn't great. Oh well, and they all say "Try me" in case you want to hang this up in your shop with a little hanging thing there and have people drain the battery by doing that. Yeah, so without further ado, let's use the red one for the purpose of demonstrating the fact there are screws on the back, and I have a screwdriver. But I'm not going to unscrew it because I found it's very, very difficult to do with one hand. So here's one I did earlier. The one I've unscrewed is actually blue. I didn't do the red one, partly because I didn't want to ruin the packaging, and partly because I'm already using this one as my own key light for my house. Okay, let's just have a close look at this here. This is where the battery lives, I believe. Yep, this is where the actual light is. Ping. Anyone who knows electronics will know what all those gubbins are. Basically there's a battery there and an LED and some wires that connect it, and then they come out of the end there. The key is very high-techly, if that's a word, stuck on with a little adhesive pad there. It's not very high-tech, but it is quite sticky. If I demonstrate that by pushing it against the table, then that's going to withstand any sort of pushing into a lock, unless your lock is made of God. Yeah, so you plop your key in there, making sure that's right at the bottom, so you don't get any of the little notches on the key too far back to go in, and then you align that up with that, the other way around in fact. Line them up like so, and there you have the finished gubbin. A couple of notes about it. The button there doesn't work unless you press it right in that position. Isn't a problem because that's how you're going to be holding it when you do your key screwing anyway, so that's not an issue. But if you press it everywhere else, it doesn't work. That's not really a problem or a feature, it's just a note. Slight, no, I wouldn't say problem because it's not a massive problem, but unless you screw the screws in quite tightly, it does tend to creak when you press it, which again isn't really a problem, it's just a really big pain in the bum hole. So screw those down quite tightly and you won't have a problem. And the plastic it's made of is okay. It's okay for its job, but it's not going to last being thrown against the wall and all that fun, violent stuff. But the best thing about these are the price. We've got these very, very cheaply, and we're going to be selling them cheaply. It won't be more than £3 for one of these, which, considering you're going to be using them quite a lot, especially if you go out and get a little bit merry and come home and you try to put your key in and you're convinced the door lock's moving just to spite you, and £3 is worth not scratching the outside of your door, or indeed your car. You can fit car keys in these if you've got a small key, and if you see out the edge there, If you've got a key that's wider than that, it will just stick out the edge. I have, I've got my set of car keys here. I have Rover, there we are, and it is slightly wider, but that would quite happily just stick out the edges, and I wouldn't have to scratch the edges of my car, which is good. If you want one of these, they should be on eBay shortly. If you don't want one of these, then you've just wasted 5 minutes of your life. Okay, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Stormium, and have a good day.